Hi, Libra. Good afternoon, you guys. Welcome in. Libra, I wanted to do a check-in reading with you. We're in the day after the full moon in your sign. So, of course, that could be very impactful. But overall, Libra, there is a lot happening astrologically right now for yourself and your fellow cardinal signs. Your opposite sign of Aries is about to take over two major planets that don't move signs very often, very slow moving, very impactful, including Neptune, which is at 0 degrees of your opposite sign right now. Capricorn and Cancer, your fellow cardinals, are involved in this too. And part of it goes back to all the way to 2008 when Pluto entered Capricorn and stayed there for the next 16 years. Very much a difficult, growth orienting and deep time, especially for the cardinal signs. Of course, Libra, your cardinal air. This full moon in your sign kind of marks the completion of all of that time, all of that energy. Last year, the North and South Node were in your sign and Aries. North and South Node are our collective destiny points. And eclipse season belonged in Aries and Libra as well. There was a new moon partial solar eclipse in your sign on October the 5th. Both sides of that eclipse were sandwiched with very, very potent solar flare energy, activation energy. Anyway, although the nodes shifted, and so did Pluto actually in January of this year, out of Capricorn into Aquarius, and out of Libra and Aries and into Pisces and Virgo in the case of the nodes. That all happened in January, Capricorn season, which is very interesting. This full moon, or this full moon in your sign, really does put a close to that whole learning cycle in the lives of the cardinal signs. It is a very interesting and exciting time, especially with Aries taking over some pretty major planets right now. This is a general reading for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. I'm still finding my words, as you can tell. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus, really any position of Libra in your chart that you resonate with strongly. If you're here to cross watch for your Libra friend, you're welcome to be here. But keep in mind the energy can definitely be vice versa. A little housekeeping, Libra. If there's a need for an extended reading, there will be one, and you'll see it in the description box below. I'm also now open for personal readings. Again, a link in the description box. All right, Libra, what do we have? Oh man, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. We're going to go deep into this reading, Libra, but that's exactly what I was talking about with Pluto. Now, Pluto is the planet of the underworld. It is the undertow. It's the subconscious. It's all of the things we'd rather not see, but that continue to direct our life because we don't see them. That's Pluto's job. When Pluto was in Capricorn, Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. Saturn is not a lightweight planet either, so it's a lot about those kinds of lessons. It can feel like for the past 15 years, you've been under this hold of darkness, if you will. Everything's been pretty difficult. It's like every step taken took 10 steps, if that makes sense. Now, relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. This is about taking what has shaped you during that experience and putting it out into the world, into the collective in a meaningful way, using it to grow. And that's really what Pluto and Saturn was trying to teach the cardinal signs. Look at the vortex of light surrounding her, being protected. Very beautiful. There could have been important gifts that you accessed during that time, Libra. Be patient with me while my words come in. I don't know why I'm stumbly. All right, from the wisdom of the oracle for Libra. Chop wood. Wow, interesting. Chop wood is so much a Capricornian energy, but it is about doing the hard work, the effort. What do they say? What is that saying? Before ascension, chop wood and carry water. After ascension, chop wood and carry water. Here on earth, it's all about the things that we do. Everything is spiritually enhancing. And relax the hold of darkness. So what you've been through all had purpose, Libra. It was building towards something that's going to be very solid. Look at this. We have higher power on the bottom of the deck. There's that vortex of light. Relax the hold of darkness. Beautiful. Let's get you some astrology. This could be astrological energy in your chart and somebody around you, or just overall influencing the situation. What do we have for Libra? What do we have for Libra? We have the 8th house. That's the house that Pluto rules. It's Scorpio's house. The 8th house is the subconscious. It's the unknown. It's the underworld. It's the house of the occult. There could definitely be spiritual gifts coming to you through this process over the last 15 or so years, say. But particularly Libra, I would say in the last 2 years with the North and South node there. Your ruling planet of Venus. Venus is about what we nurture with what we love, how our love grows things that sustain us. Harmony, balance, of course. It can be about money. It can be about doing what you love. And then we have the 9th house. Interesting, from the 8th house to the 9th house. Now, here's where you take everything you learn in that deep, dark undertow of the 8th house and you put it into the world. You expand it out, and it's from there that your attractiveness comes. And when I say attractiveness, that's attracting success, money, purpose, all the things, love. We have Venus here. Venus to the 9th house. That's amazing. And then the sun. Right now, we do have the sun in your opposite sign of Aries, but also the sun is rebirth. It's a new beginning. It's a new day dawning. Relax the hold of darkness. Boom. There's the sun. Wow. All right, Libra, I need to get a sip. I've been telling everybody a beautiful spring around here where I'm from, but the allergies are out of this world, so pardon me. Okay, let's get into your reading, Libra. Let's see what happened in the recent past. Relax the hold of darkness and be. Wow. Oh my gosh. Death and rebirth, Libra, transformation, Scorpio energy. We have the 8th house right here. But yeah, it's a spiritual awakening for sure. It's like you were giving birth to a new you over, say, the past 2 years. That could be very important for you. I see the high priestess on the bottom. Very spiritual energy. Remember we saw that higher power? There's a reason why the last few years have been so difficult. Let's see you now. Ooh, Libra, this is a powerful reading. Where are you at right now, Libra? I mean, death and rebirth, that is about relaxing the hold of darkness. In the instead of a face, look at that. There's a horizon out beyond those trees. Looks like he's looking into the sun right there. Where are you at now? You are definitely being guided, my friend. The 4 of Cups, so you're at the chopwood part of the journey. And this part isn't always that enjoyable. This is doing that hard inner work, laying the ground. We have that chopwood, remember I said solid. The 4 of Cups can be discontent. It can be restlessness and boredom and wanting to go deeper into something. Okay. We have the Hanged Man, another card about spiritual awakening, Pisces energy. Let's see your next steps. It's my let go or be dragged card, Libra. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's destiny, Sagittarius energy. And we have the 9th house here. This is where you take your hands off the wheel and the universe plays its part. We saw the guiding of the higher power and we saw the high priestess. This is change. And you're ready for it too, because you're in this 4 of Cups. You're like, okay, bring it. We'll see what that's about. It's coming in with Venus. Okay. It's about divine timing too. Let me see the energy around you. This could be another person or it can be a situation, but it is the way that wheel is spinning. Libra, we have the sun. Leo's major arcana, but again, relax the whole, where's the wheel spinning? Rebirth. especially from death and rebirth. I pointed out that in that mask, he's looking at the sun beyond the horizon. There it is. Okay. Libra, if you're dealing with a Leo, Libra and Leo is a combination that I, as a romantic astrologer, see a lot of, let me tell you. And there are reasons. Air and fire, of course, but Venus and the sun, quite a combination. What's the challenge? You want to tell me all about it? Interesting, Libra. That's your energy in the Eight of Swords. The challenge can be a limited mindset. It can be about not being able to see beyond what you usually understand. In the Eight of Swords, it can be a stubbornness as well. It can be a refusal to see. Something's going on here. That's certainly your energy. And it's in this particular Eight of Swords, I always point out she's looking in the mirror here, and her reflection looks nothing like her reality. And that's interesting too. Relax the hold of darkness. Some kind of hold. Potential outcome, Libra. We have the Seven of Pentacles, Earth energy coming through. The Seven of Pentacles is about looking at where you've been spending your energy, what you've invested in, what you've built so far. It is the chop wood card, right? It's about putting in work and seeing how that yields. These could be plans you're making. It could be looking at all of your resources and what you've got to work with. Okay. On the bottom of the deck, I see the Eight of Wands. That's Leo energy. That's a lot of passion. That's a lot of Venus type energy coming through. And we have the sun involved. Can be travel. It could be movement, communication. It's very fast energy. Okay, let's get some clarifications, Libra. We're going to the wild unknown. Death and rebirth in the recent past for Libra. Justice. Interesting. I love it when that comes out. But see, again, this is pointing to me that something was not in balance. Something wasn't right for you. And as a Libra coming out with your major arcana, that's what it's saying. That's why the transformation had to happen. It could be that a chapter of your life came to an end. Interesting. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Earth energy, Seven of Pentacles there, and the Knight of Pentacles. This is about taking care of yourself and investing your energy wisely. Again, and I do see that here. It can be that you're waiting for an offer as well. Some kind of stability to come in. Let me see the Four of Cups. This is where you are now. Ten of Pentacles. Wow. Libra, is this about what you do for work? It very much could be. Well, the Ten of Pentacles is something that takes a long time and a lot of investment to build. And remember, I said you want to go deeper. This could be you examining, putting more energy or effort into something that you're building. Is it worth it? Venus does ask you that. Is it worth it? Okay. Maybe you're thinking, is this ever going to go deeper? Let me see the Ten of Pentacles. One more, please. Libra. We have the Five of Swords. Oh, more Libra energy. Okay. And then we have the King of Cups and the High Priestess. Interesting. King of Cups is Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, and the return of the High Priestess. This is about intuition. Have that being guided. Five of Swords. Relax the hold of darkness. I mean, the Five of Swords is about getting free. That's an intriguing combination. I'll go back to it. Let me see the wheel in the next steps. Okay. Okay. Well, this is interesting. We have the Queen of Pentacles coming back out. And then, remember, we saw the Queen of Pentacles wanting to come out over there. And then we have the Knight of Cups. Yeah, I mean, I feel like this has to do with committing yourself, Libra. This is water energy. Again, more Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, but for me, it's always Libra because it's my Romeo card, and Libra is Cardinal Venus, which we have right here. This could be you wanting to make some kind of an emotional gesture, an offer, an apology, something towards this Queen of Pentacles. You want to move something along. It's like something could be ending for something else to take shape. Let's see. The Five of Wands wanted to come out with that. Five Wands and Five Swords. There's a lot of like self-defeating type energy here. Or wanting to give up. Let me see the Sun in the energy around you. It's the World. Be about travel, like wanting to broaden your horizons. We have some kind of restlessness here. The Sun is also the completion of, or I'm sorry, the World is also a completion of the cycle. Okay, let me see the World. Wow, we have Aries energy with the Fool. See, the Fool is a new beginning. We go from the last card in the majors to the first. Full circle. The Fool is also about having a beginner's mind. It's like starting out into some kind of endeavor without this Eight of Swords, which is the challenge. The Fool takes a leap of faith. Okay. Definitely there could be travel here. Because I'm also seeing the Chariot. Cancer's major, your fellow cardinal. And the Chariot is a card about travel. Why the Eight of Swords in the challenge? And rebirth. Let me see. Why death and rebirth? And we have justice associated with that. We get the Eight of Swords again. This is pretty interesting to me, actually, though, Libra, because this Eight of Swords, look at that butterfly, way outgrown the cocoon, fully transformed. But he's not going to leave. He's hanging out of it because look at the landscape below. Look at all those swords. Swords are our thoughts. It's our mind. That's the hold of darkness. And there's something that you can't, and it can have to do with this death and rebirth. Maybe you're having a hard time believing somebody or some situation has changed. Or maybe you're thinking that about you. Death and rebirth is a transformation. Now, this transformation is associated with the Queen of Pentacles, which seems to be who you have here with the wheel. So you might be looking at, can a situation be transformed that came to an end at some point? Maybe. Let me see the Seven of Pentacles. Maybe somebody is bringing in an apology. Let me see the Seven of Pentacles for Libra. Another five. And this Five of Pentacles also shows me that sad rose in the dark again. It's not blooming. In fact, the petals are dropping off. It's not getting the nurturance that it needs. This is about putting more energy into a situation. And then, okay. And then we have the Four of Swords, more air energy. And the Four of Swords is a card about introspection. Look at that baby sheep's third eye opening up there after a period of heartbreaking cycles from the past. I feel like the past is returning in some way, potentially, Libra, for some of you. And this is about you taking a look at whether something has actually changed, has actually transformed you or this person or situation. Four of Swords ultimately is a card about enlightenment. Relax the hold of darkness, heartbreak from the past. And that's what I was saying about the Fool. You don't want to start off this brand new rebirth carrying that with you. I see the Six of Cups, Scorpio energy. That's tied to the 8th house. Some of this with that 10 of Pentacles could have to do with parents, childhood, that hold of darkness. Some of you, this could be somebody from your past. We just ended Venus and Mercury retrograde. Although, by the way, I'm articulating, you'd never know that. Can I see the Four of Swords? Ooh, Libra. I'm going back to that King of Cups. Oh, okay. We have the Tower, Scorpio energy, Aries energy. And for me, it's a reader Aquarius, so that can be the Pluto shift. The Tower is where illusions come falling down. It can be that you're looking, something happened, Libra. Tower, Four of Swords, Five of Pentacles. You could be rebuilding your stability here. I still say this is involving somebody else, though. Let me grab the Pope. The High Priestess is on the bottom. Your higher self is all over this. Why is the King of Cups, Five of Swords in the heart? The Four of Swords. This is putting your heart on hold. It's basically like going into your own depths silently and doing the work inside, emotional. It is recovery. This can have to do with a marriage. Four of Cups, Four of Swords. I think you're maybe afraid to emerge or afraid to trust that a situation has transformed. Let me see. If I feel like this Queen of Pentacles is coming in to tell you something, though. What do they say? It's the Six of Pentacles. How interesting. This is about balance and reciprocity, equal give and take, and we have justice. Something ended because it wasn't balanced. It wasn't equal. This is bringing fairness into a situation. But there's a part of you, I feel, that is afraid to believe that that can be true. Let me see one on the Fool surrounding you. This could be that person saying this is a whole new cycle. It's a whole different ballgame this time. It could be Eight of Wands. We can do things differently. Yeah, I think it is. It could also be you, Libra. It could also be you wanting to come in and say that to somebody. But the Two of Wands, look at this Explorer there. It's a whole new world, a new path unfolding. It's a choice to take that leap of faith. And I think that this person has some idea. Let's get one more on the Two of Wands. The Knight of Wands, I love it. The Knight of Wands is joyful. It is about this relax the hold of darkness and be at cause. This is going for it. It's definitely fire energy, Aries energy. Let's do one on the Tower. What was that Tower with the Four of Swords? Marriage, commitment. Interesting. For some of you, it can be about family, right? It can be the Hierophant and the Ten of Pentacles can be like your childhood home. We saw the Six of Cups. Some of you. And for others of you, this can be a marriage or a commitment that came to a sudden end. Tower, Four of Swords. And this is about you deciding to put more effort. Yet more of you, smaller portion. The Hierophant, Ten of Pentacles can be a career, a long-standing career that boom, all of a sudden ended. Why the Eight of Swords, and death in the challenge? Wow. The Five of Pentacles, which we have with death in the recent past as well. The Five of Pentacles is about instability, and there is a lot about that here. It can be about lack and not darkness. So either you believe that somebody hasn't changed, like it hasn't transformed, or there's a fear around that. Let's say that. Or you're worried about that with you. Let me see one on that Seven of Pentacles for Libra. What's the plan here? No. What's the plan here? Ten of Cups. We have Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, marriage, family, home, happiness. The cups are all of the invisible things, right? It's intuition, it's love, it's creativity. It's the energy created in that environment. And to me, it looks like that's what you're building. I love that, Libra. Okay. This definitely can be somebody from your past. It could, for some of you, Queen of Pentacles, Six of Cups, it could be a marriage, even with children involved. Let's go to the blue deck. The Sun and the Ten of Cups, and that is what you're building. Wow. And you're putting in the hard work. You got the chopped wood, Libra. So whether or not there's concerns about transformation happening on your side or your person's or both of you, maybe you're not sure, like, have we changed? One more. Okay. Hostilities, Five of Swords, Five of Wands. What's this darkness, Libra? Justice. Remember I said it was imbalanced. It wasn't right. Then we have the Angel of Love. That's the soulmate angel. There's that Queen of Pentacles who keeps coming out. Woman holding a coin. Somebody who maybe wants to help you rebuild. Door to romance. And then community. You could be moving. You absolutely could be moving because where you're at it's not suiting you. Whether that's to do with work or, I mean, we do have door to romance here as well. Ten of Cups, Knight of Cups. It's this Queen of Pentacles, whoever that is for you. Libra, I am going to take this to an extended, and we'll go deeper into that Queen of Pentacles. I will pull her out of this spread. We'll do a whole new spread, and we're going to dive deep and see what her feelings, he or she, but it's the Queen in the card, what her feelings are and what she wants out of this situation. It looks like somebody from your past coming back, so to me, you would definitely know who this is. Okay. For this reading, let's get you a romance angel. I see that you're building towards something. Reconciliation. Okay. Someone from your past is returning to your life. And then we have flirt, extend your lighthearted energies to others. Interesting. Knight of Wands, Fool, the Sun. Who's this? Like, I think this is that person from your past, either way that this goes. Okay. We'll close this off with a talisman. Consider these to be like power words that you can take away from the reading with you, Libra, if they resonate, of course. Let me see. Relax the hold of darkness. Have some fun with the Sun and the Knight of Wands and the Fool. Okay. Safe travel. Could be travel, Libra. Eternal charisma. Someone from your past. And also with this death and rebirth. What that's telling me, Libra, maybe you're concerned that you've changed a lot since this happened. We have happiness. Well, You got the Sun 3 times in this spread, and the 10 of Cups. And then knowledge. That's the 7 of Pentacles and what you've learned through this death and rebirth. Interesting. All right, Libra, if you want to join me in the extended, we'll pull out the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun too, actually. The Sun in the world. I want to see what this is all about for you. Otherwise, if this is where we part ways, Libra, interesting times, my friends. Very transformative. I'll see you soon. Namaste, Libra.